Hi everyone, my name is Pin from Pin's Nature Portal. Welcome to my channel. This weekend I went to the LA Pet Fair, which is the largest pet fair in the LA area. This video is about how I felt after attending the event, what I've learned, and some reflections along the way. So sit back and relax. I hope you're enjoying this video. So, first thing first, each category of animals had its own separate buildings. The first building I went to was the Reptile Hall, which, from my experience this time, had the most amount of crowds and vendors. The animal vendors were mainly exhibiting and selling boas in all kinds of patterns and colors, along with lizards, turtles, geckos, and tortoises. But the coolest animal I discovered here was an orange, scaleless corn snake that looked like it was born straight out of fire. I've never owned a snake of any kind. I'm definitely not an expert, but the scaleless trait really caught my eye. After talking to the owner, I learned that wild scaleless snakes are incredibly rare in the wild. They're actually pretty common in the snake keeping hobby. In the wild, snakes need scales for movement, protection, and water retention. So without human care, a scaleless mutation would make survival very unlikely. But under human care, these snakes can live just as well as their non-mutated siblings. The only one catch though is, without scales to protect their skin, they lose moisture at a much faster rate. So their enclosure needs to be slightly higher in humidity than regular snakes. This is especially so and important during their shedding process, when humidity needs to stay consistent throughout the whole process. Next, we came across a vendor letting visitors touch their chameleons. Naturally, being the curious person that I am, I gave it a try. Turns out this guy was a panther chameleon. Initially, he started out holding onto my fingers, but as I moved him closer to my face to take a photo, he decided my face was a better place to be and made his move, and this is what happened. And after that, we came across a section in the reptile exhibition that focused on plants. There were lots of plants, but the species that caught my eye the most were the pitcher plants. I did not know previously that pitcher plants had variants that could get this tall. It was very eye-opening. These larger pitcher plants are called yellow pitcher plants. According to the vendor that was selling them, these larger ones can typically be grown outdoors, and they love full sun and wet, acidic soil conditions. They seem much easier to care for than I originally imagined. After the reptile exhibition, I headed to the aquatic section. There were lots of fish, but three animals really caught my eye: the red-tipped Borneo suckers, the fly river turtles, and the mata-mata turtles. I'm a big fan of the hill shrimp loach family, so seeing a close relative, one that's also quite rare in the most pet fish retail stores, got me really excited. But since I want to master breeding hill shrimp loaches first, and all my tanks are currently occupied, I didn't purchase any of the Borneo suckers. Still, it was really cool to see them. And who wouldn't love a fly river turtle, especially when they are small? The pig nose, the big eyes, that's my dream pet right there. I don't think I can manage one right now, but definitely in the future I will. Lastly, we have the mata-mata turtle. I personally have no words for them besides really cool. Their physical appearance is like nature showing off camouflage at its finest. Just imagine this guy under a pile of leaves on the bottom of a creek or river. You'll never be able to find it. Again, given that I'm trying to master the art of fish keeping and breeding my hill shrimp loaches, I currently don't have the capacity to look after one of these guys. But when time's right in the future, I'll definitely have one or maybe a few more to my collection. Hey everybody, it's Ping here. I really hope that you find this video enjoyable so far. And the reason why I'm filming this part like this is because I run out of clips to show you guys. And you might be wondering why that I run out of clips. Well, the truth was after I was filming for a bit, my girlfriend just reminded me, be present. And I thought, having opportunity like this, even though it's reoccurring event, it's annual. It doesn't come by often. Yeah, I definitely find this experience valuable to me because not only I learn things, I also met with people who's my age and they're also fish nerds, and we just talked fish for like 20-30 minutes. So yeah, I encourage everybody who's never been to go see the fair next year yourself. And also there's another one, it's called Aquashella, which I've also been in the past. And that one's gonna be more centered around aquatics. So you're not gonna see reptiles, you're not gonna see birds, but more fish related folks and exhibitions there. But yeah, that one's just as cool. So yeah, that's why I ran out of content. But I guess this is a good reminder to all of us, especially to me, that just be present. I try to document everything, but in the end, I think the best way to document anything is just to be present, put all the distractions away, just talk to people, and be interactive rather than just be super focused on trying to film everything that's cool. So that's why I run out of clips. But I hope this short video is informative to some of you guys, because it certainly was to me. I was never a reptile person. I just got into plants a year ago. So yeah, all these things that I learned through this experience was unexpected. So that's why I wanted to share with you guys. Regarding the next video, I think I'm going to do a fish room tour. Well, I don't have a room for all my fish tanks, but it's just my living room, and I have a couple tanks, couple setups. Oh, the light is turned off here. Yeah, just going to do a walkthrough on how I set up on my tank, and also I'm actually in the middle of breeding a couple species of fish that I have. Actually, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of what I have so far. So here I have some baby betta that I bred in my previous video, and I took out all the Nana Petite Anubias from this tank to this tank. And here's my pond. I have some fish in here. And these are the Mickey Mouse platy babies that I have. I got 6, and then look how many fry that I have. And also, let's see if I can find Timmy. You might be wondering who's Timmy. Well, Timmy is my Hillstrom Loach baby, the only one that I've seen so far, and I think it's the only one that survived. Because I got cories and all these fries in here. When they spawn, when the Hillstrom spawn, they spawn in the water column, so all the eggs must got eaten by the other fish. But there was one that just survived, so I'm pretty happy about that. And here's my shrimp tank, and here's Bert, my male betta fish. And also I have loads of I don't know if you can see them. I have loads of white claw minnow fry in here. Also, I put one betta fry in here as well. In total, I have four betta fry. I mean, given that this is my first time trying to breed them, I would call it a success, and I think the numbers were a little on the lower side was because I pulled out bird too early. Because a lot of fry they were sinking, right? And typically you will have the dab pick them back up. I thought bird was gonna eat them because I left bird in there for another 2 days after the eggs hatched and become wigglers. So I was worried that bird might be too hungry and then start eating some of his children. So I pulled him out, but I think I pulled out too early because some of the wigglers were still sinking. They needed the external help from bird to properly develop their swim bladder. So yeah, some of them probably drowned. Yeah, isn't that such an odd thing that fish can die from drowning? I also had another previously. I had another betta that died from drowning because it got stuck in a branch and couldn't surface to breathe. But that's another story for a different time. But yeah, here's just a sneak peek of what I have so far. I'll go more into detail next time in the next video. So yeah, guys, this is it, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.